Hi everybody, it's Nunu, your friendly teacher guide, and my purpose in this video is to provide an overview of this essay assignment, Lillian, a 2023 short story by West student, now at Berkeley, Rico Rural. Rico was a student in a spring 2023 creative writing class I taught, and I just thought he was brilliant, all of his writing, and I really loved this story, Lillian, and I asked him, may I please use this in my English 101 class, and I was delighted when he gave me permission. Now, the official title of this story is not Lillian. Rico is probably busy settling in at Berkeley now in his creative writing program, and he sent the story to me with his biography, but not a title, so I gave the story the title Lillian for easy identification purposes in this class. But at some point, if Rico wants to change the title, then he can definitely change the title. Lillian is the name of the protagonist, the main character in the story, and that is my reason for that title. All right. Let's go into the assignment directions here. We can see they're very detailed, they're very helpful. I'm not going to read these directions to you. I'm going to ask you to read them to yourself very carefully from beginning to end. I'm just going to point out key parts of the directions that you need to keep in mind. And number one is our class rule. Use artificial intelligence, AI, appropriately, which means that, yes, use Grammarly.com, use a basic spell, grammar, punctuation checker to help you to identify and correct easily avoidable errors, but please do not use AI such as Grammarly Go, Quillbot, or ChatGPT, which will write or rewrite your text for you. If you do so, I cannot do my job as your teacher guide, which is to help you to build, to strengthen your writing skills. All right, so what do we need to learn? Anything else about this assignment? Yes, the essay is due by Saturday, 11:59 p.m. You have very detailed directions here. You have the requirements that are also very detailed and very helpful. They'll help you with quoting and transitioning in your essay, and you have an annotated outline that you can choose to use to help you to structure your essay. I'm going to click on this annotated outline here. Even if you don't use this annotated outline, I'm going to ask you to study it very carefully. It will provide you with very important information about Greek philosopher Aristotle's rhetoric, his famous logos, ethos, and pathos, or logos, ethos, pathos. I don't speak Greek, so I'd say logos, pathos, ethos. Those are rhetorical appeals. And I show you how to use these rhetorical appeals very practically in a rhetorical focus for your essay right here. And you have an annotated outline that will help you to write a variety of paragraphs. Now, I'm going to ask you please not to copy and paste any of the paragraphs here into your essay. Do not use them verbatim, word for word, please. Use them as models of good writing to help you to learn how to write an introduction and to transition and to do other things in the essay, please. All right, I'm going to return to the essay assignment. What else do I need to tell you? Well, let me scroll down to the peer evaluations that are right here. They are due by Sunday. You have 2 peer evaluations, and they are very specific. You will answer 9 questions about 2 peers' essays. So please use these 9 questions to complete a peer evaluation. Don't complete a peer evaluation in any other way, such as saying hello to somebody and I really liked your essay, although that's really nice. Don't do that. You can say all of that as you answer these 9 questions. All right? So these questions are very important. The peer evaluation process is very important because they'll teach you a lot about essay writing. Okay, back to the essay directions. I'm scrolling down again to the peer evaluations, to this magic number 10 in gold. And what is this all about? when I post your score for your essay over here in grades, I will have notes for you, and if you respond to my notes in detail, I will add 10 points on top of your essay grade. How's that? That's pretty good, isn't it? All right, if you have any questions or concerns, I'm over here in inbox. Send me an email or come over here to home, to this icon right here, office hours. Learn when my office hours are, Zoom office hours, if I have campus office hours, and we can meet face-to-face and discuss this essay assignment if we need to do that. All right, who am I? I'm Nunu. I'm your friendly teacher guide, and I want your learning to be both meaningful and enjoyable. So enjoy this essay writing assignment.